It's Cadroll Hunter here, and we're back with $1,001 coins to look through. $1,000 in Canadian Loonies, looking for color, looking for NIFCs, looking for proofs, looking for anything cool. Stay tuned. Hey, this is James, and you're watching my channel, Cadroll Hunter, and we've got 40 rolls, each containing 25 $1 Loonie coins here from Canada. We're looking to get anything really cool here. Of course, there are colorized $1 coins. We want to find them, but maybe we'll find a proof. Maybe we'll find a low mint coin not intended for circulation, or maybe we'll just find a really brilliant uncirculated example of an older coin that would be really cool to upgrade our collection. But we're not going to know until we get in here, and it looks like some of these at least are going to be brand new 2022s. They're all customer wrapped, so anything goes. The only way we're going to know is to get in these rolls. Here's the first look at the first roll. So we know we're going to get circulated coins. That's good. When I saw that bright, shiny ender on that one roll I picked up, I thought there might be a possibility. These are all brand new. But that's not the case. You can see there's some pretty dirty and worn edges. So we've got a chance to find some cool stuff, and hopefully we'll do just that. Roll number 3, our first find is the Lucky Loonie. It's from the Olympics 2016, and it's in pretty nice condition. So we'll hold on to that one. We'll see if that might upgrade my own collection. And so far, a lot of really circulated kind of grungy coins, but this one is nice for certain. Roll 4, and we've got ourselves a 2021 Klondike, the non-color. There is a moose on the left here. The color one has a red enamel over the moose. But that's low mintage. That's just 1 million coins in this non-color version. Roll number 5, and there's a pretty nice oldie, a 1991 with lots of its mint luster. It's definitely been lightly circulated, but it looks pretty nice. A couple little dings, but really actually pretty nice for a 1991. We'll hold that one for the moment. Same roll, there's a cool one. This one is celebrating 100 years of the Montreal Canadiens Hockey Club, with the double dates 1909 to 2009 on there. Very interesting. Lots of cool hockey coins in Canada for sure. Roll number 8, there's another nice one, a 2006 Loon Settling with the Olympic logo on it. Same roll, and I've got a 2010 under the scope. There were several commemoratives, but they still did the Loon in 2010. And it actually has a couple of varieties. There's a large bead and a small bead. This one here, the space between beads is about the same or a little bit smaller than the beads. So this is the large bead. The small bead, they're considerably smaller and appear more spaced apart. But that is the 2010 with the loon on it. And neither the large bead or the small bead, neither one of them is significantly more rare than the other. There's just two varieties you can look for. But this is only minted at just over 4 million, so relatively lower than most other loonies. At the end of that roll, we got another hockey-themed coin. This is a 2017 celebrating 100 years of the Toronto Maple Leafs Hockey Club. So it's got the Maple Leafs logo and a couple hockey sticks there. Pretty cool. Roll 9, and there's one of those 2010 commemoratives that I alluded to. That's the Vancouver 21 with the Olympic logo on it. This one is higher mintage than the Loon version of the 2010. This one is over 10 million. Roll number 13, we've got a Saskatchewan Roughriders $1 coin. And Marty, I don't know if you're watching, but I guess they didn't make it out east, but I got one here. So if you're still looking for it, I got it. Here you go. Roll 14, we've got a bit of a different obverse here. And so this looks like a commemorative. Is it going to be a color one? We'll find out in a second. Let's flip it over. And it is. That is the 2020 UN Charter in brilliant color. Check that out. That's an awesome find. Same roll, and I've got a 2005 Terry Fox commemorative. And what we're looking for is the variation with the no grass variety or the grass. This looks to have most of the grass detail, a little bit of softness here where the die might have been polished a little too much. But the no grass has very little detail here. So there are a few varieties. There's a no grass, there's a grass, and I think there's some version where it's just in the middle you could probably find too. But this looks to be your standard garden variety, regular grass. Roll 15, and we got something really crazy looking. I wasn't even sure if it was a Loonie, but sure enough, flip it over, and it's a 2013 Loonie. But just look at how grungy and dirty and corroded and disgusting it is. I don't even know why I'm touching it. Last coin of roll number 19, we got a pretty nice looking 1994. This is going to feature the National War Memorial, Ottawa. Little spot by the CA in Canada, but still lots of mint luster. Obviously been circulated, but much nicer than we see them often. Roll number 20, and this is a nice find. It's the non-color version of that 2020 UN Charter. And it follows this new tradition that the Royal Canadian Mint has been doing when issuing coins that have a color variation and a non-color variation. The color ones are maybe harder to find because that's the one that collectors seem to take and pull out of circulation because it's very visible and different. The non-color version is actually twice as hard to find. So this one is minted at just 1 million versus the color version we got earlier, which is minted at 2 million. So if you find the non-color, it's twice as hard to get. That's true. However, in coin roll hunting, it's a little bit different because, as I said, people pull the color ones out. I think just the average collector. So you might not have as easy a time finding the color ones, just generally speaking. Roll 26 of our $1,000 Canadian $1 Loonie hunt, and we're going to find something that is not a Canadian $1 Loonie. We've got an American, so we've got a foreign, and I've found this once before. We'll flip it over and see what we've got. It's a John Adams, so this is a presidential dollar, second president, 1801, and I found one previously, and it was a George Washington, so I might not even have this. This is one of the earlier presidential dollars, but we got an American on the board. Awesome. Same roll, and here is another more recent commemorative. It's a bit of a lower mintage. It's 3 million minted. This is the Equality from 2019. Roll number 30, and we've got another commemorative ender. So it's going to be lower mintage, but what's it going to be? And we've got more color. It is a beautiful Klondike 2021. Awesome. And there's another one obverse facing partway through this roll. Could we have another one? We do. 2 color in the same roll. That is awesome. Roll number 33, we got another modern commemorative. It's another UN Charter from 2020, the non-colorized version, the rare, only minted at 1 million version. Roll 35, here's something interesting. It's a 1995, and it's got some marks on it. First of all, if you see a coin that looks like this is not a rare mint error. This is just damage. Somebody has taken the snippers to it and snipped into it all around the side. I'll often see these on Facebook forums, people asking, is this a rare error coin? This is not a mint error. This is somebody just having fun with a coin. Last roll, roll number 40, our last chance for glory. Let's see what we've got in here. If nothing, I'll come back with a bit of a wrap up on what we did find. Just a small correction to what I looked at earlier. I said that this 2010 was a large bead, and these beads do look large, but the large bead particularly, that A would be pointing directly at a large bead. If it's the small bead, the A points between beads, and this A is pointing between beads, but these beads do appear large. If I look at my Charlton guide, you'll see the large bead on the left, definitely the A points to the bead, and the small bead on the right, the A is pointing between, and that's what we've got. But our beads definitely look larger than those ones. You look at our beads here, they definitely look like large beads, but they're oriented differently. So technically this is going to be the small bead variety. And we got 2 of them in decent shape, and they're both the same. And so just wanted to point that out because on site, it looked like the large bead, but it doesn't line up with the diagnostics as I look in the Charlton guide. Well, that's it, $1,000 hunted, and we did find some cool stuff, so we'll just take a peek at the top row here. We found a foreign. We got an American $1 coin. That was a John Adams presidential dollar. Didn't expect to find that, but that's the second one I found. A couple miscellaneous finds. That one on the left is just damaged, snipped by somebody, and this one on the right, I don't know what has happened to this one. You can make out some of the features on the obverse, but the reverse is just destroyed. I didn't even think it was a Loonie. Our best finds, of course, we found some color and some low mintage commemoratives. We got 2 of the 2021 Klondike and 1 of the 2020 UN Charter in color. And then we got a couple UN Charter non-color and 1 2021 Klondike in non-color. So those are good low mintage finds. And I did find a bunch of other ones. I'm going to check against my album and see if these upgrade. We got some nicer ones. That 1991 is particularly nice for an older one. And that 2017 looks good. That 2016 looks brilliant. We got a bunch. And of course, I got this Saskatchewan from 2010. And so if you like loony hunts, go check out Marty is Nuts About Digging. I'll put a link for his channel because he's been doing loony hunts I drop in occasionally, and he's been trying to find this one. I don't know if he's found it yet, but Marty, I got one here. It's just sitting on reserve just in case you need it. I'm sure you'll find it. You look through a lot of loonies, but I just let you know they're in Ontario, so there you go. Well, I hope you enjoyed that loony hunt, and if you did, please give this video a like, a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, Cadroll Hunter, please do that. I've got videos coming out all the time. You don't want to miss one. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.